lecture topics as I'm out here on this walking trail, and the weather's great. Folks are out here playing sports, and it's something I do pretty much every day. I'm working out. So the focus of this lecture, which is going to be a very important lecture, is positive and negative energy. Positive and negative energy don't fit together, aka positive and negative people don't go together. That energy don't fit. So you got to remove negative people out of your world. I'm here to tell you. I'm going to tell you something. When, God give everybody in this world, but you got to pay attention to it. God give everybody in this world the ability to discern, but you got to embrace that. And I've always, as far back as I can remember, I have been able to discern negative energy. Rather, that negative energy is coming from the stress inside of a building, because if everybody in the building is negative, also that building will be stressed and negative. So, negative people, you can discern their negative spirit, you can discern their toxicity, you can discern it when you pay attention. The person may not have done a thing to you, but they're radiating negative energy. You need to pay attention to that. Animals and children, babies, have this power of discernment, and you got to pay attention to that. Negative, if you take a battery, you can even look at, if you get a battery and you notice on the battery, it's going to have the plus side, got to go to the plus side, the negative side, got to go to the negative side. If you try to mix that up, it's not going to work. Try jumping your car and you put those jumper cables on the wrong side of the, rather it's positive, negative, you will tear that car up. That validates positive energy and negative energy don't go together. It could be that negative energy can be radiating from a friend, family member, co-worker, sister, brother, grown adult kids, people in the community, church, neighborhood, the mailman. Pay attention. Because if you ignore that and you select to ignore that and engage that toxic person, engage that negative person, what's going to happen over time, you're going to find yourself getting irritated. You're going to find yourself being drained of your energy when that person has left you. If you ignore that, you will find yourself, depending on who it is, you'll find yourself getting depressed, losing sleep, not eating right, because the person is toxic and negative. It's even worse in relationships. That negative, toxic person will destroy over time that positive person. And this thing is real. If you don't pay attention to that toxic, negative person, what'll happen also over time, you will find yourself losing focus. You will find yourself getting off course on your mission, goals, and objective. I don't care what that goal is. It could be a goal of saving money, eating right, exercising. But if your energy is being drained by that vampire, that toxic person, then you're not going to have the motivation and energy to eat right, to exercise, to return back to school, to save money, or whatever. It will get you off course on what you got to do. But the interesting thing about these toxic, negative people, if you ignore it, is it's a gradual, progressive process. Your body will talk to you. When you continue to engage that toxicity and don't do something about it, it may start something as subtle as, not being able to sleep at night like you normally do. It may start subtle and progress. If you've been eating healthy, now you start eating the junk food again. Your body would begin to talk to you, because that is God's way of giving us the ability to discern. But what a lot of people do is they ignore that. Maybe the person had a bad day, or they'll try to excuse or rationalize this toxic person behavior. You got to pay attention to that. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I connected with a person I've been knowing my family for years. I just recently relocated. I ain't really seen the person in 38 years, so I got her number from a family member, and I called up, had a pretty good conversation, and etc. But I'm picking one thing about the power of discernment. You can pick up negative energy through the phone when you're talking to the person by listening to the pitch, the tone, the words that come out of the mouth and everything. And for whatever reason, I'm picking up negative energy. I'm picking up toxic energy, and I couldn't rub it off. I really couldn't. And I actually was going to go visit the person because the person really are very close to a lot of my family members. And the next day, a couple of days later, when it came time for me to go visit this person, because I was going to go visit her on a Sunday at 1 o'clock, and she lived near my aunt. And I'm not lying. Sunday morning when I woke up, actually Saturday night, my spirit kept telling me I couldn't sleep easy. Don't go over there. That was the first warning. My spirit was telling me that Saturday evening. Got up Sunday morning, my spirit telling me, do not go over there, because you already picked up negative energy on the phone conversation. That was the first clue. Pay attention to that. You're feeling uneasy all Saturday, rest of Saturday. Clue number 2. Sunday morning came, first thing in the morning when I'm waking up, I told her I was going to be there at 1 o'clock. It was hard and heavy. The spirit telling me, don't go over there. Just because you know of this person. I ain't seen this person in 38 years. You don't know that person. That person don't know me. Not anymore. You know of me. But I had to pay attention. And the person didn't say anything mean to me over the telephone conversation prior. Nothing out of line, but my spirit was picking up toxicity. My spirit was picking up that negative energy. And I'm telling you, I have always paid attention to the power of discernment way back as early childhood. Why would I want to go against that? So I couldn't shake it. And I finally, around about 11 o'clock, I text her and I say, up, and I'm not going to be able to make it. And that was that. And I didn't have to go with no explanation in terms of what came up. I don't owe this person anything. I ain't seen this person in 38 years. There was no need to. What was important for me was Marie Holiday had to pay attention to the power of discernment. I didn't have to go all into detail and tell her my spirit wasn't discerning you. My spirit was picking up toxicity, and I'm not going to ignore that. And you know what? I kept it moving. So I say that to say positive and negative people don't go together. You got to come up with a game plan to remove the toxicity from your world, because it begins with something as subtle where God is trying to tell you behind. Pay attention to. It can be something first that's, like I said, uneasy feeling. Second, being able to sleep. You just feeling this gut inside. I'm trying to pay attention to that. And I'm telling you, this thing is real, because it can. I'm telling you, if you ignore this, now you find yourself, lost all sense of focus on what you got to do with maintaining your health or me reaching your goals. Whatever it may be, it begins at that level, and you look up now, that person literally has got inside of your mind, and you ain't able to focus on the thing that you got to do. And it can be an adult child, it can be an adult family member, a niece, nephew, a neighbor, co-worker, somebody at church, neighborhood. It does not stop. You got to pay attention to the power of discernment, because God, let me tell you something. I'm a faithful woman. God will never stray you wrong. But a lot of times people want to ignore those signs. So that's all I have. Semper Fidelis. And I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.